Alaska Goldpanners. Summer Sotheby's for supporting Goldpanners baseball and helping make tonight's like this possible. At this time, let's meet the starting lineup for the Pro-Am All-Stars. Batting first, number 25, shortstop, Rivermark. Batting second, number 27, left fielder, Hudson Comer. Batting third, number 26, catcher, Logan Smith. Batting fourth, right fielder, Andrew Gendera. Batting fifth, number 31, designated hitter, Noah Jaquez. Batting sixth, number 11, center fielder, Raymond Jenkins. Batting eighth, number 22, second baseman, Alejandro Rosas. Batting ninth, number 30, third baseman, Evan Jaquez. Starting up. Goldpanners. Batting first, number 27, designated hitter, Eric Ruiz. Batting second, number 6, left fielder, Michael Ryan. Batting third, number 21, first baseman, batting fourth, number 45, catcher, James Delamico. Batting fifth, number 18. Batting sixth, number 41, second baseman, Lucas Bonham. Batting seventh, number 29, center fielder, Troy Morrow. Batting eighth, number 14, shortstop, Braden Oliver. Batting ninth, number 9, Ryan Rock. And starting on the mound here, Alaska Goldpanners from Fairbanks, number 1, Nathan Creed. The coaches for your Panners, Brett Latchman, Marvin Flores, Brandon Tunbing, and your Alaska Goldpanners are led by Carlos Gonzalez. At this time, we ask that you please rise to remove your hats in honor of America with the singing of our national anthem. Sung tonight.
The West Valley Girls Choir singing the national anthem tonight at Growden Memorial Park as we get ready for Game 2 between the Alaska Goldpanners. California, Garrow Von Dane welcoming you here to a cool, cloudy, moist night here at the ballpark. Hoping the rain stays away. It's held off for most of the day after raining much of the overnight. And the Goldpanners and All-Stars. Game 2. The Panners winning last night by a final score of 6-1. A pretty good game last night. A fast-moving game. Good defense. No errors. A clean one to start off this series. And the Panners and Stars get ready for Game 2 here on this cool Thursday night in the Golden Heart of Alaska. And getting the start tonight for the Goldpanners, the left-hander out of Central Lakes College in Minnesota, the Fairbanks, Alaska native, Nathan Preby. Nathan Preby, the 5'10 southpaw, making his 7th appearance. And he will face off against Max Tello for the Pro-Am All-Stars. Max is listed as undecided. He's from Chula Vista, California, and we'll find out what hand he pitches with when he takes the mound, because the roster does not list what hand anyone bats with or throws with. So we'll have that for you when we get to the bottom of the first. Nathan Preby getting loose right now. The Panners wearing the red jerseys that say Alaska across the front. The red caps with the gold star and 49. The All-Stars wearing their respective team jerseys from around the Pro-Am League. Bam Bam's on cameras and controls. Raleigh Johnson on public address. Kari's on the scoreboard. Tell us who you are on the YouTube chat. Panners and All-Stars ready to go here. It's 34 minutes past 6 local time. Probably be a smallish crowd here tonight with the cool temperatures. What is the actual temperature right now? Let's take a look. See, 66 degrees. Mario Lemieux. It's 66 right now. And we're going to drop into the 50s later tonight, headed for a low of around 55. And then Friday, partly sunny with a high 75 before rain comes in again starting on Saturday until the end of time, apparently. And the first pitch is lined into left center field by River Martinez for a base hit, a leadoff single for Martinez. And the All-Stars have a leadoff hit here in the top of the first inning, brings up Hudson Comer. After Comer will be Logan Smith and Andrew Gandara. Noah Jaquez is the designated hitter in the 5 spot. Raymond Jenkins batting 6. C.J. Berthon in the 7 spot. Alejandro Rosas will bat 8th. And Evan Jaquez in the 9 spot. And the first pitch to Hudson Comer misses for ball 1. Hudson Comer out of Cerritos College. Listed as number 31, but tonight he's wearing number 27. We had a fun time last night as the All-Stars batted 18 different players in the game. And some with multiple numbers and unlisted, so it was a trick last night, but I think we pulled it off. And I asked the coaching staff last night, are we going to have 18 guys bat again? They said, probably not. Just wanted to get everybody hot and get some swings in the first game, and so they've done that. So now Hudson Comer bats with a runner at first. And a toss over there to first, runner back safely. Defensively for the Goldpanners tonight, catching is James Delamico. Charlie Kalbrenner in his last Goldpanner appearance, playing first base. Lucas Bonham at second. Braden Oliver, the shortstop, and Jake Sparks at third. There goes the runner from first. The throw from Delamico is off the mark. It hits the runner and kicks into shallow left field. And look out here. And that will hold him at third. And so Delamico's throw on the first base side of second hits the runner Martinez. And he goes all the way over to third on the play. So that's a stolen base and an error and brings up Hudson Comer, or Hudson Comer still batting here with a 3-ball, 1-strike count. And it's lined right at second base. And the only play is to first. So Bonham takes care of Hudson Comer with a 4-3 ground-up, but it's 1-0 All-Stars as they take the lead here in the top of the first against Nathan Preby, the Fairbanks product, and who will now face Logan Smith with 1 down. Preby's first start for the Goldpanners, and head coach Carlos Gonzalez was asked about Preby getting the start. He says, well, he's earned it. He's pitched well, and that he has. Preby making his 7th appearance. He has thrown 10 innings and allowed just 3 runs on 8 hits. He has struck out 10 and walked only 2. Logan Smith, the All-Stars catcher, awaits the 0-1, and it's up and away for a ball. Not much wind to speak of right now. The mosquitoes were out today. Hopefully they stay away here tonight. Low-hanging rain clouds all around in Fairbanks here, as you can see on the camera. Chopper towards second, and Bonham on to first again. Back-to-back 4-3 groundouts. Dara in the cleanup spot. Gandara out of Hope International, a Whittier, California native. Goldpanners as a team will go on the Riverboat Discovery tomorrow morning. Pretty cool trip down the Chena River, like a, how do you describe it? Kind of a historical trip where they talk about dog sledding and harvesting salmon and native ways of life, that sort of thing, all while going on the riverboat and a plane zipping by. And it's a pretty cool trip.
My friend used to work there and would always offer me a free ticket, and I would never take it. I'm so stupid.
Did you ever go on the? You never gone? You should go tomorrow with the team, Bam. It's pretty cool. Grounded back to the mound, and Preby turns, throws high to first, but Kalbrenner able to climb the ladder and get back on the base in time. Good work for Preby after the leadoff single, but the All-Stars pick up a run. It's 1-0. Goldpanners coming to bat.
Leading off the bottom of the first, number 27, designated hitter, Eric Ruiz.
Goldpanners baseball on PannerVision tonight. DeGarro Von Dane with you live. Game 2 of this 6-game series with the Pro-Am All-Stars. Swing and a miss from Eric Ruiz, who leads off the bottom of the first for the Goldpanners, who trail 1-0. All-Stars picking up a run at the top of the first. Leadoff single by Martinez. Stole second, went to third on a throwing error. And then comes in to score on a Hudson Comer ground out. Ruiz, the designated hitter, takes strike 2 from Max Tello, the right-hander, in the Expos uniform. Max Tello, the right-handed pitcher, undecided for the Pro-Am All-Stars. In the class of 2030. How do you like that? 2030. Where does the time go? Ruiz, Michael Ryan will bat second. Charlie Kalbrenner in the 3 spot, and James Delamico will bat cleanup. Ruiz swings and misses on a 1-2 pitch and strikes out for the first out here in the bottom of the first. Delamico cleanup. Jake Sparks will bat 5th. Lucas Bonham in the 6th spot. Troy Morrow 7th. Braden Oliver will bat 8th. And Ryan Ruck rounds out the Goldpanner batting order. Catching for Max Tello is Logan Smith. At first, it's C.J. Berthon, Alejandro Rosas at second, River Martinez, the shortstop, and Evan Jaquez is at third. The first pitch from Tello is up high. Hudson Comer in left, Raymond Jenkins in center field, and Andrew Gandara is in right. We will continue our stretch of Goldpanner guests here tonight on PannerVision. A lot of fun this past week with a lot of great guests. Panners coming up here and joining me. Last night, we had a good time with Jordan Bush, the sophomore out of Livingston, Texas. He was a lot of fun to talk to. And tonight, I don't know, should I tell you or should we spring it on you? At least tonight we know. Last night, we didn't know who was coming up, and suddenly there was Jordan Bush. Here's the 1-1. And a swing and a miss. It's 1-2 on Michael Ryan out of San Marcos. A little cold stretch for Michael Ryan. 1 for his last 19 at the plate. Batting .229 on the year. And the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. And it's a little fister over towards first, and Berthon will make the catch a couple steps into foul territory. Michael Ryan is out number 2, brings up Chucky Kalbrenner. Well, after tonight, just 9 games left, friends. Time to get out to the yard. I was sending texts out to my local friends who I haven't seen at the park yet, but better get here. And the season's winding down. And everybody, of course, shocked, like, what? Oh, I guess you're right. So come on out here to Growden. We've got a couple of games this weekend. Tomorrow night at 7, Saturday night at 7, and a double dip on Sunday. A doubleheader with these All-Stars to conclude this series before the Bay Area Force come to town for the last home series of the season before we head to Wichita, Kansas, the crushing heat of Wichita for the NBC World Series. Strike is called on Goldpanner first baseman Charlie Kalbrenner, who has to depart tonight, has to get ready for school at Dallas Baptist. He's had a great season for the Goldpanners. Going to be a tough loss. And he swings and misses for strike 3 and a quick 1-2-3 inning from Max Tello. After 1, it's the All-Stars 1. Goldpanners nothing. Back with more on PannerVision. Cloudy and cool tonight in Fairbanks, Alaska. Talked about it yesterday. Hasn't really been one of those hot summers this year, which is pretty cool, but wouldn't mind a little more sun. Brings a few more fans to the yard. It's a sparse crowd tonight. All of our diehards here in attendance on a Thursday night in Fairbanks. Don't have many more Thursdays left here in the season. So if you're in the area, come on out. Good seats all around. And the Panners trailing the Pro-Am All-Stars 1-0 here in the second game of 6 between these two. 6 games in 5 days. And leading off here in the top of the second is Noah Jaquez, the designated hitter, followed by Raymond Jenkins and C.J. Berthon. Noah Jaquez out of Glendale College and Santa Clarita, California. Big, tall, 6'4", 205-pound hitter for the Pro-Am All-Stars. And the 1-2 pitch, and it swung on and bounced towards third. Preby plays it off the mound and throws a strike to first, and he's called safe. Well, safe at first base on an infield hit. Noah Jaquez just fast up the line. And brings up Raymond Jenkins. Coach Gonzalez not too thrilled about that call. And the leadoff runner aboard for the second consecutive inning for the Pro-Am All-Stars. And Nathan Preby, the Fairbanks native, on the mound for the Goldpanners. The 1-0. And it's up and away for ball 2. We got a full weekend of baseball for you here on PannerVision. Today's a good day to go get some merch, too, downstairs. Our buddy Abe is manning the booth. And the lines are shorter today with the smaller crowd. And the 2-0. And it's down low for ball 3. Raymond Jenkins out of Morehouse College from Lakewood, California. And a strike is caught on the inside corner. It's 3-1 from Preby. We had an attempted break-in here at the ballpark a few nights ago. Tried to get into the press box and did some damage around the park. But those individuals have been located. High fly ball, and it hits the glove of Ruck and lands in fair territory. And there will be runners at second and third. Oh, boy. And Ruck overran that ball and then reached back with the glove, and it hits off the end of the glove. And everybody's safe at second and third on the error charged to the right fielder, Ruck. Oh, boy. Well, Panners played error-free baseball yesterday, but a couple of them already here today. And we're in the second inning. C.J. Berthon. And that pitch is outside for a ball. Second and third, nobody out here for the All-Stars. Big opportunity for them. And here comes pitching coach Brett Latchman jogging. Downright sprinting to the mound.
Very unusual sight.
Yeah, Latch coming out to talk to Preby. Some words of encouragement and just an understanding of the situation. Brett Latchman, pitching coach and former head coach of the Goldpanners. He's had multiple tours. This is his third tour with Fairbanks. Most recently coached at UC Riverside in 2025. reached Double-A as a pitcher himself. And here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1 on C.J. Berthon. And the left-hander's pitch is in for a strike. It's kind of been this kind of weather all day long here in Fairbanks. And the 1-2 pitch is outside for a ball. I took my customary bike ride today through Fairbanks. Did not get rained on at all, thankfully. Me and my buddy Rodney took a ride. Checked out the bewildered tourists downtown. There's a high fly ball to right, and Ruck will make the catch. The runner tags from third, and he will score, and it's 2-0 All-Stars on the RBI sac fly for C.J. Berthon. Staying put at second base is Raymond Jenkins. That's the first out of the inning and brings up Alejandro Rosas. Panners have given up a fair share of unearned runs this year. It's one thing they'd like to shore up heading into Kansas in the national tournament. Rosas takes one on the inside corner for a strike. Out of Cerritos College, he is a Bell, California native. And the left-hander's pitch with the runner taking off from second, and Delamico took him a moment to get a good grip on the baseball, so no throw. And a stolen base for Jenkins. And now a runner at third with one out. The Pro-Am All-Stars coaching staff consists of a head coach and an assistant. The head man is Thomas Ziglowski. Troy Flowers is the assistant. They are both from Hope International. Two balls and a strike. And it's down low from Preby. Hope International also where Panner coach Brandon Chung Ming coaches. And last year's Goldpanner pitching coach Vince Payne. And the 3-1 delivery. And it's inside for ball 4. And so runners at the corners now for the All-Stars, and still just one out here in the top of the second inning. And Panner's trying to put a stop to this potential rally for the All-Stars, who now lead it 2-0. We'll have a Goldpanner guest joining us in the third inning as this one's lined to left, a base hit for Jaquez. And Evan Jaquez makes it 3-0 All-Stars with a single to left to bring in Jenkins. And now first and second was still one out. And Panners coaches looking on and hoping for a double play ball here and get out of this inning. Top of the order for River Martinez, who singled and scored back in the second inning. 3-0 Pro-Am All-Stars here in the second. The strike is called. Preby trying to find a way out of this inning, and now time is called as the middle infielders want to talk to the left-hander Nathan Preby, make sure all signs are squared away and signals. With runners on base. 3 runs on 3 hits for the All-Stars. A couple Goldpanner errors here in the early going. And now the 0-1 pitch from Preby. A ball and a strike now to River Martinez. Yes, we'll have a Goldpanner guest joining us in the third inning. And it looks like it's going to be another pitcher. Hard to get a lot of the position players up here because even if they're not in the starting lineup, Coach Gonzalez often has them slated for potentially pinch hitting or defensive replacement, things of that nature. So not as easy to get the position guys up here. We've had a few. We had Noah Brooks up here because he was on the shelf for a little bit. But good news from Brooks, he seems to be on his way back. The junior catcher from Siena. And the 3-1. And that one is hit just inside the first base bag, all the way to the All-Stars bullpen. In to score is Rosas. Jaquez will stop at third, and it's 4-0 All-Stars. The RBI double for River Martinez. And a 4-0 lead for the Pro-Am All-Stars. Evan Jaquez ends up at third, River Martinez at second. On the RBI double, and the All-Stars jumping out to a 4-0 lead here in inning number 2. That brings up Hudson Comer. And we'll see if the bullpen gets up and going for the Panners now, with Preby having trouble getting out of this second inning. Four nothing. All-Stars on top. And it's a 1-ball, no-strike count on Hudson Comer, who grounded out to second back in the first inning. All-Stars have to be thrilled with this start, but likely not going to be enough. 4-0, but with one out, have 2 runners in scoring position. Strike called. It's 1-2. Is the State Fair starting this weekend, or is that just the rodeo? Do you know? This one's grounded left side, stopped by the shortstop Oliver, who throws to first. They get the out there. Another run comes in to score as Evan Jaquez crosses home plate. River Martinez stays put at second. And the 6-3 ground out by Comer brings in the 5th run of the game for the Pro-Am All-Stars. But Preby now 1 out away from ending this second inning. And Logan Smith, the batter, he grounded out to second his first time up. And a balk has been called on Preby, so over to third goes Martinez. Logan Smith trying to drive in another All-Stars run here in the second. All-Stars scored just 1 run last night on 6 base hits. They already have 5 runs on 4 hits tonight. Checked to swing and held up. It's 1. Before tonight, Goldpanner pitchers had been on a run where they had allowed just 21 hits over the last innings. So if you break that up by 9-inning games, it's a little over 5 hits per game over a roughly 4-game span. And Preby with the 2-1 delivery. And it's chopped towards short. The first and gets the final out of the inning. But the All-Stars sent 8 batters to the plate. They score 4 runs and now lead at 5-0 after 1.5.
Leading off the bottom of the second, number 45, catcher James Delamico.
Goldpanners in a 5-0 hole here as we start the bottom of the second inning. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision. Garrow Von Dane with you live on a cloudy, dreary-ish night in the golden heart of Alaska. Just all day long, it's kind of felt like a fall day. And we're in, July. Although last year, it came up in my memories a few days ago. I was driving down the Parks Highway with my son last year, and it started dumping snow in early July. That was pretty interesting. There's the 1-0 pitch, and it's fouled back by James Delamico out of Pepperdine, getting the catching duties tonight. Speaking of catching duties, former Goldpanner Rafael Flores was called back up by the Pittsburgh Pirates and caught a game today. Was 1 for 4. Pirates bullpen poured gasoline on a fire again. That's what they do. Blew up and gave up a grand slam in the 9th inning. No fault of Rafa Flores. I'm glad to see him back up for a little while due to the injury of one of the other Pirates catchers. Delamico, then Jake Sparks, and Lucas Bonham. There's a few Goldpanners in the bigs right now. We talk often about Alex Vesia with the Dodgers, John Schreiber, pitcher, Tyler McGill, pitcher with the Mets. Swing and a miss. Delamico strikes out. What a start here for Max Tello. He has faced 4 batters. He has struck out 3 and had another one bloop one to first. Shaq Daddy in the house. Is it Shaq's birthday?
That's what Carlos said.
Oh, Carlos said that? Swing and a miss from Jake Sparks. Sparks is 6 for his last 16 at the plate. Jake, a junior from Siena. And the 0-1 pitch. And he hits this one hard to right. It's carrying, but back to make the catch is Gandara. in right field. So the best hit ball by a Goldpanner yet today ends up as a line out to right. And here's Lucas Bonham. Bonzo 2 for 5. 2 for his last 5, I should say. A junior from UC Riverside. And Bonham will be followed by Troy Morrow. Different kind of looking lineup tonight. A lot of the new faces that have arrived in the last week or so. There's a ground ball to short. And another 1-2-3 inning. 6 up and 6 down for Max Tello. The Pro-Am All-Stars lead the Goldpanners 5-0 after 2. We should have a Goldpanner guest pretty soon. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision on a overcast, humid, cool evening here in the Golden Heart of Alaska. I haven't had one of these days really in a little while, but still pretty comfortable out here. A lot of people putting the jackets on or the long sleeves on a summer night in Fairbanks, but could have fooled me here tonight. And for the All-Stars, they lead the Goldpanners 5-0 through 2. Andrew Gandara in the cleanup spot, Noah Hawkwez, and then Raymond Jenkins, 4, 5, and 6 spots for the All-Stars against the left-handed starter, Nathan Preby, the local Fairbanks kid. Just finished his freshman season at Central Lakes College in Minnesota, so this weather no bother to him. And he starts with 3 balls and no strikes on the cleanup spot, Gandara. And yes, as promised, joined now by a Goldpanner guest. It's the junior left-hander, Colt McKibben. Colt, welcome to the press box, man.
What's going on, guys? I'm excited to be here.
Have you, I asked this to each guy that comes up here, have you been up to the press box before?
No, this is my first time, man, and this is a sweet spot y'all got up here,
It's
man.
a great view up here. Love just surveying Fairbanks. It's a little bit obscured by clouds here, the low-hanging clouds in Fairbanks as it's ball 4 to Gandara. Colt, you're kind of a recent arrival. Let's see, when did you get here?
I got here for the Grand Forks tournament.
Yeah, just in time.
Yeah, I flew into Spokane out of Atlanta, Georgia.
That's right.
And I am, it was a sweet spot in Grand Forks, too. I know you're up there with us, and it was cool scenery and a good tournament, too.
It was a lot of fun, man. I love that tournament every year. Such a good time and a good way to start. And that was a good way to get to know your teammates, too, because we're on the road. We're all there in one spot together, and much easier to dive in that way and get to know everyone right off the bat rather than here at home when you're kind of spread out a little bit.
Right, yeah, no, it was great just being shacked up with the guys for that week in the motel, and it was good just to get to know them. We did a lot of fishing. Shout out Noah Brooks. Got me there and got there on the river, and man, it was a great time. Great time.
Noah Brooks might be the off-field MVP this summer.
Yeah, he is awesome. He is one of the guys I really clicked with. We have a great spot for the outdoors and things like that. So he's a great guy. Great guy.
6-4-3 double play. Good work for Preby. Needed that one. As Jaquez grounds into the 6-4-3 double play, brings up Raymond Jenkins. And all the guys that have come up here to talk, all of them have taken part in the fishing fun this summer. And, of course, as you mentioned, Noah Brooks, a big part of kind of the ringleader of that. You're going to have another ringleader when we get to Wichita, when Easton Roth, the Wichita native, has all the spots to show you guys. You guys looking forward to that?
Yeah, I'm excited. That'll be a lot of fun. I think he's going to show us some good spots, and I think we're going to be in a really good place up there.
Sliding catch by Ruck in right, and a quick inning here for Preby. We'll be back to Growden in a minute. More with Goldpanner Junior left-hander Colt McKibben. It's 5-0 after 2.5. All-Stars in front. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision on a cloudy, cool night in Fairbanks, Alaska. Come on out to the yard if you haven't made it yet, or if you haven't made it enough. Just 9 games left here in Fairbanks after tonight. Garrow Von Dane with you live. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Panner's going to try to get something going offensively, trailing this one 5-0. Max Tello has retired all 6 batters he's faced so far. That brings up Troy Morrow, Braden Oliver, and Ryan Ruck. And Max Tello starts with ball 1 inside on Troy Morrow. I'm joined once again by Colt McKibben, a junior pitcher for the Goldpanners from Cartersville, Georgia, and attends Lee University. Is Cartersville like a suburb of Atlanta?
Yes, it is like 45 minutes north of Atlanta. Just enough where you can taste Atlanta, but you're not in Atlanta, if that makes sense.
It does make a lot of sense. Here's a ground ball to first, and the flip to Tello covering the bag. Goes 3-1. Morrow is the first out, brings up Braden Oliver. Do you spend a lot of time, though, in the city?
Yes, yeah. Braves games are always a go-to, and then there's some other kind of cool spots around the area. But like I said, I like Atlanta. I'm far enough from it where I can go to and from, but the Atlanta traffic is, as it's probably told around the country, is just as bad as it says.
Yeah,
so.
The traffic on the streets and that airport is bonkers, too.
Man, yeah.
That airport is a lot to deal with. Fortunately, I don't fly through there too often these days. Ever since Alaska Air started flying direct to Seattle, I didn't have to worry about that. Braden Oliver, the batter here with 1 out. Braden, another one of the newer guys with the Goldpanners. There's a bunch of you newer guys. And once again, I have Colt McKibben here. 2 appearances so far as you kind of start to get stretched out a little bit because you didn't play this year, right?
No, sir. I'm coming off a Tommy John surgery. I'm about 14 months post-op, so really kind of getting back into the throwing in the games and, extending, like you said, getting out there and throwing around the 30, 40 pitch mark is kind of where I'm at right now. So I think I'm going to give you a little insider knowledge here. I think they're going with me on Sunday, one of the starters there in that doubleheader span. So like I said, I'm excited and getting ready to kind of get that extension, like you were saying.
So that first appearance you had with us, was that the first time you pitched to live hitting?
Yes, that was the first time. Don't tell my college coach that, but that was my first time throwing live to anyone. It didn't go off with a hitch there. So I mean, it was good. I felt like I was in the zone and attacking hitters and everything like that.
3-1 here on Braden Oliver with one out and the bases empty. What is that? Is there fear associated with that when you go out there to start pitching again? Are you nervous that you're going to hurt something? Or after all that time, does it really feel just as strong as it was before? Yeah,
there's some things like rehab is, some people think it's very scary, but I really kind of took it as a challenge, to myself and, get back to where I was. I was very solid, when I was pitching last year, and unfortunately when I got hurt, it kind of went all away. But when I got back out there, man, I was, like you said, nervous, and there was some adrenaline there. But once I kind of got settled back in, I know it was only for an inning, I felt back to normal. So that was very good for myself to have.
Yeah, for sure. Ryan Ruck batting here for the Goldpanners. A runner on here with one out and one strike is the count on Ruck. Panners still looking for their first hit as they trail this game 5-0 in the bottom of the third inning. And Colt McKibben, junior pitcher for the Goldpanners, joining me from Cartersville outside of Atlanta, and then at Lee University. And tell the listeners where Lee University is.
Lee University is outside of the Chattanooga, Tennessee area, about 30 minutes away. Nice little southern college town in Cleveland, Tennessee. That's where we're at. But it's a great spot. Cannot complain.
Is Cleveland, Tennessee better than Cleveland, Ohio?
I think it is. I haven't been, but I've heard. I haven't heard some great things about Cleveland, Ohio. I'm going to be honest with you. I think you can agree with me with that laugh there.
I can. I'm from Pittsburgh,
okay.
So a couple hours away from Cleveland. I won't pile on Cleveland, though.
Okay.
I have had some good times there, I must say. But, yeah, it's not my favorite place on earth. Top of the order here is Eric Ruiz bats with 2 down and a runner at first base. Ruiz struck out swinging back in the first inning. How did you make your way to the Goldpanners? How did that come about?
This is actually a great story. I'm glad you asked me that. So, JR, our shortstop here for the Panners, I am friends with one of his coaches that got him here. Bert Strain is his name. He played here in, I think, 1968 for the Panners. Long time.
Oh, he's one of the Strains.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Bert and Alvin. I've grown very fond of those two. He coached me in travel ball in high school, and we've kind of stayed in contact. When I was a hitter in high school, he was obviously a hitting coach, so he kind of helped me out, and I had a lot of success because of him. And then when I kind of switched to pitching, we've kind of stayed in contact, and then when I had my Tommy John, and he was asking about, are you going to play this summer? I was like, I really don't have a spot. So he was like, why don't you play summer ball up here? I was like, where's up here? He goes, Alaska. I was like, sure. Like I didn't know there was summer ball in Alaska. I heard about the Midnight Sun game. Really wasn't familiar with it. But yeah, I was like, let's go. Let's do this thing. I've never really been past Mississippi, Texas area. So this is like my first kind of experience out west, man, and it's been great, man. It's been awesome.
This place is something else. It's a different kind of place for sure, even from the rest of the West to the continental U.S.
Right.
Alaska, a different kind of spot. Have you had a chance to go exploring a little bit?
Yes, and I'm going to go ahead and shout out my guy again, Noah Brooks, for taking us to the spots, and Easton Roth. We were kind of in the North Channel River area fishing for some grayling and some trout kind of mixed up in there. But, yeah, I mean, this place is it's gorgeous. And also, too, yesterday or 2 days ago, we went to Denali, and we were kind of making our way around there, did some fishing, did some sightseeing and stuff. But, I mean, this place is just flat out gorgeous. It's unlike anything I've ever seen, so this is awesome in itself. The baseball's great, but then you throw the outdoors and the scenery on top of it. It's something special.
Oh, no doubt about it. I'm glad to hear you've been able to take it in a little bit. I've told some of the other players, some guys come up here and hole up in their rooms and play video games and wait for the games to come around and that kind of thing. But it's great that this team's been getting out and about. Ruiz strikes out swinging for the final out here in the third. No runs, no hits, one left on. Panners down 5-0 as we head to the fourth more with Colt McKibben when we come back. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision. Garrow Von Dane with you live on a cloudy, overcast night. Not much wind. Suppressed crowd a little bit, but still the diehards here enjoying Goldpanners baseball, but not enjoying the score necessarily. It's 5-0 Pro-Am All-Stars as we start the top of the fourth inning. Nathan Preby back out. Had a good, efficient third inning after 8 batters came to the plate in the second, and now works here in the fourth against C.J. Berthon, Alejandro Rosas, and Evan Jaquez. And Preby's pitch is hit high into left field. Going back is Ryan. And waiting for it to come out of the sky. Ryan makes the catch for out number 1, brings up Alejandro Rosas. I'm joined by Goldpanner pitcher Colt McKibben, a Georgia native, attends Lee University, coming off Tommy John surgery, and you were talking a little bit about that. Is that in other ways one of those things where, well, now it's out of the way because so many pitchers have to get Tommy John? Is that in the back of your mind before it becomes necessary? Like, geez, it seems like everyone gets this. When's it going to be my turn?
Yeah, I really thought I didn't throw hard enough to do it. I was kind of 86, 88. I touched the 89 region. I was like, I'm going to be good. And I throw so much off speed. I feel like it never really hurt me. But, I was used a lot in my my last campaign, and it was, push came to shove. I threw too many pitches and too many innings, and, I felt something. So it's in the back of my mind, but I think the rehab and all the stuff, you do it the right way. You have that kind of confidence when you go back out there. You've done it, and you're strengthened back up to get back rolling into game speed.
I know some pitchers lose velocity, and others I know of have gained velocity as this one is lifted high into shallow center field. Morrow makes the catch for out number 2. Some guys gain 4 or 5 miles an hour. So a lot of different possibilities can come out of it, but now you've got to be thrilled to have that behind you, the rehab, and now you get some appearances here this summer and get to go in the school season at full strength.
Right, yeah. This is I'm kind of joking with my guys back home. I said this is a pretty cool rehab assignment they're sending me on here for about a month, but yeah, everything's great. Velo is getting back to where it was, maybe 1 or 2 ticks under, but I'm really happy for the first 2 times out there. It's held, and it's I guess you can say my arm's done its job now,
Yeah. A good group of guys. We've been talking about how you've been getting outdoors and doing the fishing and a little bit of the hiking stuff. I know some of the guys climbed some of those mountains in Grand Forks. That was such a great time. Wichita is next on the schedule after we wrap up the home season here, the NBC World Series. Have you do you know much about that tournament?
I don't know. I just know, like we were talking about in the break, it's kind of coming on, kind of coming back, getting some life. So, like I said, I'm excited. I think we'll see the Studs again. I think that's what they were saying.
They're going to be there, yes.
So
I think the San Diego Stars are going to be there.
Okay.
The Waves might be there. We played them earlier in the season. Let's see who else. The Seattle Blackfins will probably be there. They were in Grand Forks. Who else? The Santa Barbara Foresters will be there. They're one of the big teams out west in California. So, yeah, it's a great tournament. It's really good competition. And Panners hoping to win a championship. It's been a while since the Panners won the NBC World Series. Last year went undefeated in pool play and then got into single elimination time quarterfinals, lost a 2-1 pitching duel in the quarterfinals. So hoping to avoid that fate this year and take that extra step, but it's so hard. Like I said, everything has to go right in a tournament like that when every team you're facing, once you get to the final 8, every team is really good and has a good shot at winning that thing. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and it's grounded to short. And pumping and throwing to first is Oliver, 6-3. And that takes care of the All-Stars here in the top of the 4th inning. One more half inning with Colt McKibben when we come back. It's 5-0 All-Stars. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision, and the Panners again will try to get something going on offense. Do not have a hit yet tonight as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Max Tello mowing him down. He has faced 1 more than the minimum. He has struck out 4, allowed no hits, and walked 1 so far. And now we'll face Michael Ryan, Charlie Kalbrenner, and James Delamico. And Colt McKibben joining us here. We got another half inning with you before we continue talking about some of these things. Anybody you need to give a shout out? The air here.
Yeah, man. I want to shout out one of the guys that kind of helped me throughout my my surgery process. He was kind of a little bit later, but my pitching coach, Micah Caxer, I think he's listening. I told him I was on the interview. It's very hard physically, but also mentally. But he kept me kind of locked in during the, I guess you can say the dog days, kind of the month 7, 8, and 9, when you're throwing a lot, you're trying to get your volume up and things like that. But he was such an encourager, and you know, he helped me do the right things and stay on the track, and I wouldn't be here pitching for these guys and with these guys without him. So I appreciate him.
It's a cool roster to be a part of. I don't know if you've spent much time looking at the guys who have played for the Goldpanners in the past. Obviously, you've seen the banners down below, Barry Bonds and Terry Francona, Jason Giambi, all the guys. But, I mean, it's a pretty good list. I mean, over 230 major leaguers have been Goldpanners, 120 first-round picks, over nearly 1,200 draft picks overall. I mean, it's a good program to have on the old resume for sure. But like you said, man, being up here in Alaska, not many people get this opportunity. I ride my bike downtown every day and see the tourists who have saved up for years and spending, you know, hundreds of dollars a night on hotel rooms and rental cars and get to be up here and play baseball. It's pretty it's pretty unbeatable, right?
Right, man. This is, like I said before, that's the best thing about this. You know, there's some days, I mean, I wish sometimes I was back home, but I mean, I look around, I look outside in the mountains and the scenery and fishing with the guys and getting to know guys too. You know, like I was looking at the roster. I mean, I'm the only kind of Southeast guy on the team, and everyone else kind of West Coast, and you got some of the Siena guys as well. But just getting to know new guys and making new connections kind of out west and wherever, it's awesome. And I love how the game of baseball can bring guys together like that.
Yeah, I like having being an Eastern guy myself, I like having some Eastern guys on the team. We have the Siena guys from New York
Yep.
and New Jersey, and you from Georgia. It's predominantly, as you know, California, Arizona kind of guys, West Coast guys. So love having a little bit of mixed flavor. What's it been like playing for this coaching staff, Carlos and Brett Latchman? You're pitching
And supportive, you know, throughout this, and he understands how rough it is, and some things can be a struggle when you come back, but he's done a great job just staying on the same page with me and you know, just doing things the right way as they should. So it's been a great time and great staff.
Max Tello takes it himself to first base, take care of Michael Ryan. Now a visit to the mound from plays at Lee University in Tennessee. Yeah, Brett Latchman, you know, he's that guy on the coaching staff. Definitely worried about, you know, he's got a lot of career. He's had a long, you know, diverse career. And his number one thing now is looking out for his guys, you know, and it's good to have a coach like that.
He's kept me kind of grounded, and we've stayed on the same page with rehab ideas and mechanics and things like that. So he's done a great job, and I'm excited to get back out there on Sunday and get rolling.
How about Coach Gonzalez? He's a fun personality to have.
Yeah, man, he's a character. He's long story, kind of warm up to him a little bit. He called me in my dorm, and I was like, who's this number? I don't know why I'm getting a San Diego number or wherever he was from, you know. And I was like, hello? He's like, hey, this is Coach Carlos for the Goldpanners. I was like, whoa, what's going on? And each other, but he's done a great job of helping us out and keeping us loose this summer.
He's like the master recruiter. He's always like, anytime something happens, he's on the phone. I think he recruited a guy, and I mean he's got so many connections, and his reach is pretty far. And he, of course, cares about you guys, but also really, really wants to win. And I think that's a good combination to have throughout this. Different personalities, and Brandon and Marvin, who are just students, always working, studying, combing over the computer and the numbers and the stats and positioning. It's a four-man staff. You don't here for the Goldpanners.
Oh yeah, no doubt. There's always a saying, you know, it takes a village, and I think that's with anything, you know, especially you kind of get understaffed, like you were saying on some summer balls, but I think you have all the right pieces here, and it's just like a working engine. You know, you got to have the right parts, and I think they do a great job every time.
What are you studying at school?
So I actually, with a sports management degree, I'm getting my MBA in business. I'm still waiting to hear back from Lee about that. That's kind of funny, but still waiting to hear that. Hopefully, I get back in. I've been joking. You know, but yeah, I got it in sports management, and we'll be doing my MBA in the fall, starting that up.
Wow. So with is there an ultimate goal attached to that, or just see where that takes you?
I think kind of with my sports management degree now, and then getting it in the MBA, I want to stay whenever I'm done playing ball. I want to kind of stay around sports, you know. If it's being a coach, being an agent, you know, front office stuff, I was kind of trying to go with sports management. Versatility, one might say. But yeah, I love the game. I love, you know, watching it. I love playing it, you know, so I would love to stay in it as long as I can. I think that's going to give me the best shot.
Man, a young man with a plan, getting it done.
I'm going to shout them out if you don't mind.
Of course.
I'm going to shout Robin and Keidra McKibben. They are the best. Yeah, I'm going to shout them out. Love them, and I will see them very soon.
Continued success and good fortune coming back from the Tommy John. And we look forward to watching you pitch on Sunday, man.
Awesome, man. Thanks for having me.
Goldpanners trail at 5-0 after 4.
Picking up the top of the fifth, Hudson Comer.
Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision from Growden Memorial Park. And before we start the top of the fifth, it looks like we're going to have a change.
Last time as a Goldpanner. Please give it up for Charlie Kalbrenner.
So a curtain call for Charlie Kalbrenner of the Goldpanners as he departs and has a flight. And so one more time a hand for Chucky Kalbrenner. And hugs from his Goldpanner teammates before he catches his flight out of Fairbanks International. Tough to see Chucky go. He's been such a key part of this ball club and a fun guy to be around. A sophomore, formerly of Iowa Western, now headed to Dallas Baptist, a Fargo, North Dakota native. Preby has settled in after a little bit of trouble in the early going. Also wasn't helped by a couple of errors behind him, but now has pitched 2 scoreless innings. Now works here in the top of the fifth. Panners trailing 5-0, but a lot of game left here tonight. Fun visiting with Goldpanner pitcher Colt McKibben for the last couple innings. If you missed that, that's all archived on YouTube. Colt McKibben, boys. He's already got his degree. He's a junior at Lee University. He's got his degree and working on, he's getting ready to start his graduate program as an MBA. Ground ball to short. Takes care of Hudson Comer, 6-3. Man, and a baseball player, an athlete at Lee University, that's a lot on your plate. And it looks like that young man has a bright future, be it on the field or off the field. Mom and Dad got to be proud. Logan Smith, the batter. Just like Bam Bam's mom and dad. They're awful proud. Right? Am I right? I'm sure. Yeah. Logan Smith, 0 for 2. Then Andrew Gandara in the top of the fifth. Panners being shut out through 4 and being held without a hit. Preby extending this outing here. This is the longest outing of the summer. And the 1-1 is lined towards third, past the reaching third baseman Sparks. And it goes all the way into the corner and left, and it goes behind those temporary bleachers, so time is called, and Smith will stop at second base with a double. Taking over at first base for Charlie Kalbrenner is Caleb DeRozier, number 28, Caleb DeRozier. Well, Kalbrenner ends his Goldpanner career with an 0 for 2 day at the plate. But as of today, was number 2 on the Goldpanners in run contribution percentage with a number of 178. So Charlie's been directly involved in Goldpanner runs roughly 18% of the time, either driving that runner in or crossing the plate. Well, that's a big loss. He's number 2 in the Goldpanners in that department behind Eric Ruiz, who's at 189. The left-hander's pitch. Misses. Runner at second base. With 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. And this one is hit high into left center field. Troy Morrow looking up into the cloudy sky and makes the catch. And that's out number 2. Staying put at second base as Logan Smith brings up Noah Jaquez. Two down here in the top of the 5th. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 5th, it'll be Sparks, Bonham, and Morrow due up. Preby with a 1-0 delivery to Noah Jaquez. And he takes down low. I was just hoping you would look for it, Bam. The left-hander's pitch is fouled back to the netting. A little bit of a breeze now blowing out towards right field. Not a huge crowd, as we've mentioned, but there are a lot of kids here. Some babies. Gotta love it when there's a lot of babies at the game, right? Here's the 2-1 pitch from Preby, and that hits. Did it hit him? No, it went behind him. Behind the ankles of Noah Jaquez. And it's fielded by Delamico, so runner stays put at second base. And it's a 3-ball, 1-strike count on Jaquez. At second is Logan Smith. Here's the 3-1 delivery from Preby, and a check swing. Did he go? No, he did not, so it's ball 4. And the inning continues with 2 on. Nobody in the Goldpanner bullpen right now, but pitching coach Brett Latchman stands up from his chair and will make the walk to the mound, and also he signals to the pen. So pitching change coming up here at Growden. It's 5-0 All-Stars.
All right, everyone. Got one of those red tickets. You got one of those red tickets, a 3-beer ticket. You got to claim.
In to pitch for the Goldpanners is number 19, Raymond Padilla. Ray Padilla takes over on the mound for Fairbanks, the right-hander from right here in Fairbanks. U.S. Armed Forces facing the pinch hitter here, Samuel Forthuber out of Cerritos College. Another El Segundo product. Batting for Raymond Jenkins. Jenkins ends an 0 for 2 day at the plate. And let's see if we get another pinch hitting fiesta here like last night or just a isolated one. Garrett Vondane here in Fairbanks. Panners behind 5-0 right now in the top of the 5th. Nathan Preby departs after 4 2/3. And the 0-2 is ripped off of first base, and it bounces over DeRozier into right. Coming all the way around to score is Logan Smith. And first and second now. With 2 outs. And watching that liner to see if it was going to be fair or not, and it spikes right off of the first base bag over the head of first baseman DeRozier into the grass. And it's a 6-0 lead for the Pro-Am All-Stars in front of the Goldpanners. And here's C.J. Berthon. Panners in a hole now. Long way to go. Only in the top of the 5th. Padilla, ball and a strike. Berthon from Los Alamitos, California, 6'3", 2. It hit line to third. Sparks goes to one knee to make the grab, and the 5th comes to a close. But the All-Stars add another on 2 base hits. Game.
If you got one of those red beer tickets, it doesn't matter. You got a how many girl, get that turned in and enjoy your beer.
All right, everybody, we got some more giveaways. We have a S'mores Galore kit, the ticket ending in 249. 249. And then we also have a Ultimate Car Wash kit, ticket ending in 233. 233. Pick those up at the merch booth.
The bottom of the 5th inning on this cloudy, wet night here at Growden. Not raining, but low-hanging rain clouds, moisture. Max Tello is not allowed to run or a hit through 4 innings, and now works to Jake Sparks, Lucas Bonham, and Troy Morrow. Sparks has been a big offensive spark for this team this summer. Let's see what he can do here, leading up right-hander from Chula Vista, California. Starts with 2 strikes on Sparks. Panners trailing 6-0 Meanwhile, left-hander gets loose and the right-hander's pitch is swung on and fouled back. Nothing in 2 from Tello. And it's lined a little bit.
Now batting second baseman Lucas Bonham.
Brings up Lucas Bonham. Bonham grounded out to short his first time up. Bonham 2 for his last 6 at the plate. Still pretty new with the Goldpanners, but should be getting comfortable. See if we can get some back-to-back hits here. Get a little something started. Lucas Bonham. Bonham is now 6 for 16 at the plate. Max Tello works to Bonham with Morrow on deck. Runner at second base, nobody out. No radio tonight, just PannerVision for the YouTube folks. Haven't checked the chat yet tonight, Bam. You got to send me a picture and see what we got going on. See who's checking in and from where. Right-hander's pitch is upstairs. It's 2-1. Got a couple of 7 p.m. games the next 2 nights. Should be a nicer night tomorrow. And the 2-1 delivery to Bonham out of UC Riverside. And it's popped up into center field. Jenkins will make the catch. A runner stays put at second base. Bonham is out number 1, brings up Troy Morrow. It looks like this will probably be the last inning for Max Tello with the left-hander throwing in the pen. Rozier to get an interview. I tried to get him today, but Coach Gonzalez, of course, said he might play. He was going to come in, and that's what he did out of Fairbanks. Got some people cheering on Max Tello. He's had a great start tonight. And Jen Besa also. So a lot of pitch. It's in for a strike, nothing in 2. But Tello has been starting in front of hitters all night. George Pulsifer. Unique. Someone asking what Kalbrunner's done. He went 0 for 2 tonight, and he has left the building. Obligations to take care of. So he is off to get going at Dallas Baptist. The 1 pitch from Tello. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Morrow down on strikes. Brings up Braden Oliver. Brief appearances, the newest Goldpanner. Fifth at bat. He's looking for his first Goldpanner hit. Runner at second base. Jake Sparks led off this 5th inning with a double, but a fly out and a strikeout. Now there are 2 down. One and one here. Max Tello to appearance in the 3rd inning. And now the 1-1 pitch from Tello. And he fouls it back to the netting. It's 1-2. And he's listed as undecided. 6'2", 195, offering to Oliver. And it's outside for ball 2. Catcher Smith tried to square that one. And now the 2-2 delivery. Time is called by Braden Oliver, who steps out. Braden will be a freshman at UC Irvine, 6'3", right-handed hitter from West California. He's played around the infield. And the 2-2. And he swings and misses. Pitch gets away, so they throw to first, record the out, but another strikeout for All-Stars.
Leading off the top of the 6th. Number 9, Aiden Besa.
Pinch hitter leading off for the Pro-Am All-Stars as we start the 6th inning here at Growden Memorial Park. It's been all All-Stars tonight. They lead at 6-0 as we start the 6th. Aiden Besa leads off. Aiden Besa against Raymond Padilla. Besa batting for Alejandro Rosas. Rosas ends a 1-for-1 day at the plate with a walk and a run scored. And now it's Aiden Besa. And then to follow will be Christian Baca, who will bat for Evan Jaquez. So here we go again with the substitutions tonight. Besa from Hope International out of Cerritos, California, swings and misses against Ray Padilla. Had a wonderful meal today, courtesy of my buddy Rodney Evans. Some fresh king salmon right out of the Yukon River. Popped high in foul territory. DeRozier chases after it, but it gets over the fence. And last night, I ate the heart of the king salmon. I did it raw, bam. That's the way to do it. Raw king salmon heart. Yes, indeed. What did it taste like? It tastes like, well, ooh, Padilla strikes out Besa. Gets him looking for the first out of the 6th. Brings up Christian Baca. Taste it, well, it tastes fishy. I mean, it tastes a little bit like the king, like salmon, but not as much so. And it's more minerally, and it kind of pops when you bite into it. It's very juicy. And then the membrane on the outside, I'm making everyone sick right now at home. There's like a chewy membrane on the outside. I almost had Raleigh vomiting telling him the story, but it was delicious. But then again, I like that sort of thing. Weird seafood. When are you going to get a chance to do that? Not very often. It's kind of like we were talking about with Colt McKibben. I mean, once in a lifetime kind of stuff he's doing this summer here in Alaska. And opportunities I get. And a swinging strike 3 by Christian Baca, and Raymond Padilla has faced 4 batters, allowed 1 hit. Then a line out, and now 2 strikeouts to start the 6th inning. And it's Miguel Santos batting for River Martinez. And this one is shot towards center field, but Morrow is there to make the catch in a quick 1-2-3 inning for Raymond Padilla. We will go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still All-Stars 6, Panners 0.
Off the bottom of the 6th, right fielder Ryan Ruck.
Ryan Ruck will lead off for the Goldpanners as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's not too late for the Panners to get some runs on the board here. Per game, but Max Tello has been shutting him down tonight. He comes out for the bottom of the 6th here. He has allowed no runs on just 1 base hit. He's faced 2 more than the minimum. 1 hit, 1 walk. Now facing Ryan Ruck, then the top of the order, Eric Ruiz and Michael Ryan. Abner is now at first base, Gandara in center, Baca at short. after all these substitutions by the All-Stars and pinch hitters. Ryan Ruck, one in the game, a junior from Point Loma. Ruck started the day batting .300 on the season, 12 runs batted in. Takes a strike, and a great effort for Max Tello tonight. He has been dancing around the zone all night. Good movement, painting corners, changing speeds. And here's the 2-2 from Tello. And he misses for ball 3. Tello has walked just 1 in the game. That was Braden Oliver back in the 3rd. The left-hander still throwing in the pen, now throwing softer. He's probably thrown 100 pitches out there in the pen since getting ready last inning. And here's the 3-2. That's kind of why, former Goldpanner pitching coach Tim Kelly used to talk about that. He said pitch count is a little bit misconstrued or misunderstood because, a guy will throw 35, 40, sometimes more pitches in the bullpen before he even gets on the mound. And here's the right-hander, Tello. The payoff pitch, and it's popped up into shallow center field. And Gandara comes in to make the catch to take care of Ruck. 1 down here in the 6th inning. Panners won 6-1. And here's Eric Ruiz. 0 for 2 in the game with a couple of strikeouts. Ruiz, very productive hitter for the Goldpanners this summer. Despite back. And he's number 1 on the team in run contribution percentage. With a number of 189. And he awaits the 1-strike pitch from Tello, and he goes around for a strike. It's 0-2. Ruiz, then Michael Ryan. Panners have not been able to get anything going. It puts up a lot of runs and bats just under 300 for the season. And a swing and a miss. He has struck out Ruiz all 3 times and got him swinging. And here's Michael Ryan. 0 for 2 in the game. Panners have not. Stars just never got anything going offensively. Tonight, the script has been flipped. Nothing happening for the Panners so far tonight, just 1 hit. And more errors than hits. And Ryan takes the ball high. Grounded to short. He's been sensational. 6 scoreless for Tello. It's 6-0 Pro-Am All-Stars. Third of tonight's ball game. Panners trailing 6-0. Just nothing happening offensively so far tonight. And Max Tello's got a lot to do with that. He's done a heck of a job tonight pitching 6 scoreless on just 1 hit for the Pro-Am All-Stars. Hudson Comer, Logan Smith, and Andrew Gandara due up. And the right-hander's pitch is hit into right field, and there to make the catch is Ruck. Comer is out number 1. Garrow Von Dane with you live here in Fairbanks. The Panners start the day with a record of 17 wins and 9 losses. And now all just trying to find consistency and who is this batting? And a strike is called. Raymond Padilla. It's number 8, Michael Neary, against Padilla. George Pulsifer not liking the idea of eating some salmon heart, are you? Strike 3 called. And now it'll be Jackson Bernard. Jackson Bernard, number 7. Mentioned earlier that All-Stars batted 18 different players yesterday. They're headed for the same thing today. They've batted 15 different players so far tonight. And a swing and a miss. Padilla has now retired 6 in a row since allowing a single to the first batter he faced. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Off the end of the bat, little flare into right center. It's Jackson Bernard. And here is number 24, Jake Noah Jaquez. Goes 1 for 2 in the game. There goes a runner from first, and the throw to second, not in time. An off-speed pitch. Good one to steal on for Mike. Takes one up and in. Panners just 1 run tonight. Yesterday they scored all of their 6 runs after the second out was recorded. Inconsistency from night to night. And it's ball 4. Vanderzee draws the base on balls. First walk issued by Ray Padilla. A left-handed hitter against the righty Padilla. Padilla misses down and away for ball 1. It's been a bit of a listless offensive night. And it's inside for a ball. Now Padilla suddenly falling behind in counts. The dugout, I see Charlie Kalbrenner still here in street clothes as he gets ready to head for the airport. It's the top of the 7th inning, and with 2 outs, you know what that means. It's time to get out your kazoos and get ready for the 7th inning stretch. Phenomenon. Padilla working with runners at first and second and 2 down. Up and away. And Hell's Bell sounds, which reminds me, today, the 80th birthday, but still, it's time to get happy. Get out your kazoos.
That means it's time to get out of your seat. Pull out your kazoo. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. All-Stars, number 1, Anthony Garcia. Coming to the plate, Caleb DeRocher.
Goldpanners baseball on PannerVision. It's a 6-0 lead for the Pro-Am All-Stars, and Max Tello departs after 6 excellent innings on the mound, and makes way for a new pitcher. Plate appearance for Caleb since replacing Charlie Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner 0 for 2 in his final appearance for the Goldpanners. DeRocher with a 1-1 count. Takes one outside. It's ball 2. The 2-1. Gets a strike called 2-2 on DeRocher this upcoming season. And DeRocher drops one into left field, a base hit. That is just the second pitcher, Anthony Garcia, out of El Camino College. So Anthony Garcia plays at El Camino. That's where Goldpanner third base coach Marvin Flores coaches when he's not. And here we go. Each time the Goldpanners have gotten a base hit in the game, it was to lead off an inning. Last time, it was a leadoff double by Spot. He was left there. And now let's see what James Delamico can do with a runner at first and nobody out against Anthony Garcia. Thuber a step in front of the warning track. Delamico is out number 1, brings up Jake Sparks. Now Sparks doubled in his last at bat. A lot of Goldpanners using the bomb bats this year. The tough to break composite wooden bats, and a liner to right. Remains at first. Let's see what Lucas Bonham can do here. I see in the bullpen getting loose for the Pro-Am All-Stars is for 2. Grounded out to short and also flew out to center. Takes one right there. It's a 1. Swing and a miss on a pitch just off the plate. And it's 1-2 on Bonham. Troy Morrow would follow if Bonham can reach. That one's slapped out of play. Max Tello, 6 innings, no runs on 1 base hit. The 2-2 delivery off the end of the bat, foul ball. Garag's totally limp at center field. And Lucas Bonham trying to find a way on here with a 2-2 count. Runner takes off, and this one's hitting to right center. Third. Crowd wanted Coach Marv to send him. And now there'll be gold at the corners. That's the first hit for Lucas Bonham. And now it's up to Troy Morrow to bring in some Goldpanner runs. Lucas Zach, in the meantime, gets loose in the Goldpanner bullpen. Lucas Zach. Here in the bottom of the 7th, left-hander's pitch is swung on and fouled back and out of play. The left-hander Garcia against left-handed hitting Troy Morrow. He was 0 for his last 14 at the plate. wrapped up as the shutout remains intact. Caught stealing ends the 7th inning. We'll go to the 8th. That's still 6-0 All-Stars. Thursday night in Fairbanks. Kind of a restless crowd wanting the Panners to do something offensively. Just haven't been able to get anything going. Did get runners at the corners in the bottom of the 7th just now. Inning with Troy Morrow at the plate. Here's Brady Abner, first at bat for the new first baseman for the Pro-Am All-Stars against Lucas Zach. So Lucas Zach, the 1-0 from Zach, and it's lined out of play. Lucas, a junior from Cal Baptist, 6'4", 225-pound left-hander out of Lake Arrowhead, California. Work on that, but I don't know. Do you know why it's happening?
I mean, like if it's satellite internet when the clouds cover.
Oh, you think the overcast satellite internet is causing the problem? He has struck out 14 and walked 12. Starts with strike 1 to Aiden Besa. Left-hander's pitch. Seeking out my promotional schedule, just found it. Today is July 9th. It's Summers and Sotheby's night. Swing and a miss from Besa. It's 1-2. Tomorrow, PWR Collective Night. And Saturday, it's Golden Valley Electric. Next week, UAF Alumni Association night. That's always a big night here at the ballpark. That'll be next Friday against the Bay Area Force. Promotions the rest of the way. Our final home game will be Sunday, July 19th at 2 p.m. Strike 3 called, and Zach strikes out Besa. And that'll bring up Christian Baca. With 1 out here in the 8th and a runner at first base, a 6-0 lead for the Pro-Am All-Stars. They took a 1-0 lead in the first, added 4 in the second, 1 more in the 5th. They've out-hit the Goldpanners 8-3 tonight. This one is popped up into left center field, and it's going to drop in between everybody. So a base hit for Baca. And there will be runners at first and second with 1 down. And here's Miguel Santos. Santos, the right-handed hitter from Bethesda University. Well, kids are having fun tonight. They don't care what the score is. Running around, having a good time. Zach starts with strike 1 on Santos, who's 0 for 1, lined out to center field in his first plate appearance. 17 different batters now in the game for the Pro-Am All-Stars, and that one's thrown to the backstop. And both runners will advance on the wild pitch. And one down here in the 8th inning. Lucas Zach with a 1-1 delivery. The infield drawn in, and it's floated over the first baseman. DeRozier's head into right field. One run will come into score as the throw comes home. And it's 7-0 All-Stars. Over to third goes Baca. And an RBI single for Miguel Santos. And here's Hudson Comer, the only player in the batting order that has not been pinch hit for in the game. Hudson Comer, an outfielder from Cerritos College. And it's now the All-Stars by a touchdown. 7-0 here tonight. The 0-1 pitch from Zach, and he deals strike 2. Hard to tell if that base hit for Santos would have been a hit with the infield at regular depth, but kind of beside the point, right? And it's down low, runner takes off for second, gets there without a throw. Santos into scoring position. Second and third now with still just one out in the inning. And that keeps the All-Stars out of the double play situation. Hudson Comer 0 for 4 tonight, but does have 2 runs batted in. And he chops this one high, and it's fielded by Sparks, who throws in time to first to get the second out. In to score comes Baca. A nice, difficult play by Sparks.
Coming to plate, Michael Murray.
So 3 RBIs today for Comer, all on groundouts. And here's Michael Neary. Dario Freschi has come into the game to play second base, incidentally. And this one is popped up to right and caught by Ruck. The All-Stars here in the top of the 8th, but they add 2 runs and take an 8-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 8th here in Fairbanks. Garo Von Dane here in Fairbanks, Growden Memorial Park. Goldpanners, well, they're behind 8-0 as we go to the bottom of inning number 8. And Troy Morrow will lead off for the Goldpanners. He was at the plate when Lucas Bonham was caught stealing to end the 8th inning. Troy Morrow, Braden Oliver, and then Ryan Ruck, or not Oliver, yes, Oliver. Confusing myself here. That's what an 8-0 score does. Ball and a strike with nobody out. And Morrow trying to give the Panners a leadoff runner for the 3rd time in the game. Panners obviously don't want to be shut out here tonight, and this one is popped up to left. And it's tracked down near the line for out number 1. 0 for 3 night for Troy Morrow. Brings up Braden Oliver, a recent high school graduate from Westlake Village, California.
Braden Oliver.
Can the Panners get something going tonight? What an outing for Max Tello tonight in his first start of the series. Goes 6 scoreless on 1 base hit, 8 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Nathan Preby started for the Goldpanners, went 4 2/3. Then Raymond Padilla, 2 1/3 scoreless. Lucas Zach gives up a couple of runs in the top of the 8th. And once again, the right-handed head coach of the Pro-Am All-Stars, Thomas Ziglowski, getting loose in the pen. Oliver awaits the 2-ball pitch and takes ball 3 from Anthony Garcia. 2nd inning of work for Garcia, the left-hander. It's right there for strike. 3-1 on Oliver with Ryan Ruck on deck for the Goldpanners. And that one's hit to the left side and through the hole. Good at bat for Oliver. That's his first hit of the night, 2nd time he's been on base. That's the 4th Goldpanner hit. And brings up Ryan Ruck before we go to the top of the order. The All-Stars hoping to even up the series here at a game apiece. After falling 6-1 last night, it's been all Pro-Am All-Stars tonight since they put up a run in the 1st inning, 4 more in the 2nd. Now it's the All-Stars with an 8-0 lead here in the bottom of inning number 8. The 0-1 pitch from Garcia. And out in front with a swing and a miss is Ruck. Ruck, a couple of flyouts in the game. Eric Ruiz is on deck. The seagulls fly around here outside the press box. Swing and a miss. And Ruck strikes out. That's the first strikeout for Anthony Garcia. And we go to the top of the order for Eric Ruiz, who has struck out swinging all 3 times tonight. Those were all against starting pitcher Max Tello. And let's see what Ruiz can do. Runner at first base, and now 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. Eric Ruiz, the batter. Michael Ryan is on deck. Ruiz swings and misses for strike 1. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision. We'll do it again tomorrow night. Will be game 3, 7 p.m. start. And then another 7 p.m. start on Saturday night before the Sunday afternoon doubleheader. Those games scheduled to start at 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock. They will both be 7-inning games, I'm told. But those things change sometimes. Ruiz. Oh, waits the 1-1 from Garcia with Braden Oliver at first base. And it's popped back and out of play. The thing about nights like this with a sparse crowd is you can hear every single person and what they're saying. The hitters can hear them. The fielders can hear them. We can hear them. Here's the 1-2, and it's way outside. Basically a pitch out there. It's 2-2. And Ruiz digs back in again against the left-hander Garcia. Swings and misses. Ruiz 4 strikeouts tonight, and Garcia takes care of the Panners here in the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We're going to the 9th from Growden. It's all-stars, 8-0. We go to the 9th inning here from Growden Memorial Park. Hasn't been a thing of beauty for Goldpanner fans, but Pro-Am All-Stars played very well tonight, shutting out the Goldpanners 8-0, and the first pitch is grounded to second. And Fresky throws on to first, take care of Jackson Bernard, 4-3. And it's an 8-0 lead for the Pro-Am All-Stars. Panners just 4 hits tonight. Only time they really threatened was with runners at the corners in the 7th inning and 2 down, but did not score. A runner was caught stealing to end the inning. High fly ball into center by Vanderzee is caught for out number 2 and brings up Forthuber. Unusual name, Samuel Forthuber from Cerritos Call. I'm allowed to say that because I have an unusual name. So do you, Bam. Not many Bam Bams around. That's true. 0-1. Forthuber is 1 for 2 in the game since replacing Raymond Jenkins. And the 1-strike pitch from Lucas Zach. Gets a strike call, 0-2. Zach would love to have a nice 1-2-3 inning here. For the Goldpanners in the 9th, it'll be Michael Ryan, Caleb DeRozier, and James Delamico due up We'll see if Ziggy, the head coach of the All-Stars, pitches in the 9th inning, or if he was just throwing himself a pen to get ready for another day. Zach in front here, 0-2. Two outs, nobody on, and a swing and a miss, and a nice 1-2-3 inning. Efficient work for Lucas Zach, but the Panners down to their last 3 outs. They trail at 8-0, headed to the bottom of the 9th. Garrow Von Dane back here at Growden. And Panners will, barring a miraculous comeback here in the 9th, try to shower this one off and look ahead to Game 3 tomorrow. All-Stars 3 outs away from evening up this series at a game apiece, and they will send Ziggy to the mound. Thomas Ziglowski, head coach and assistant coach at Hope International, with the low knuckle-dragger delivery. And we'll see what Ziggy can do here against the Goldpanners in the 9th inning. It'll be Michael Ryan, Caleb DeRozier, and James Delamico due up here for Fairbanks. Garrow Von Dane. Hope you've enjoyed Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision. Remember to click the subscribe button and also follow the Goldpanners on all the social medias. A lot of great photos and pieces on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, of course. You can follow me on Twitter at VoiceOfGman for Panner updates throughout the season, game links before every game, all that jazz. And I'll be doing a lot from Wichita as well. Ziggy's on a mound facing Michael Ryan, and ball 1, and it's bounced right back to the mound. And Ziggy tosses to first base for the 1-3 ground out to open up the bottom of the 9th. Brings up Caleb DeRozier, who replaced Charlie Kalbrenner, who was departed and leaving town to go to school at Dallas Baptist. We bid him farewell and the best of wishes to Charlie Kalbrenner. DeRozier's expected to be here the rest of the summer, so that's good news. He's one of the key players for this Panner team. He's 1 for 1 today, and he swings and pops this one up in the infield. And that will be Baca making the catch, the shortstop, for out number 2. Panners down to their last out. Goldpanners, man, oh man, the most batters they've had up in an inning tonight. Or the most completed at bats in an inning is 4 tonight. They have just had nothing going tonight. And again, Max Tello with an excellent start, goes 6 scoreless on 1 hit for the All-Stars. Anthony Garcia 2 scoreless on 3 hits. And now Tom Ziglowski trying to finish this one off. This is not a save situation in an 8-0 game. No errors tonight for the All-Stars. They have not committed an error in the series. The crowd getting all over the home plate umpire now. It's 2-1 on Delamico. And he swings and fouls this one back. It's 2-2. Panners down to their last strike. A big swing and a miss. And a 1-2-3 inning for Ziggy as he finishes off the Goldpanners here. And wow, Goldpanners shut down tonight by the Pro-Am All-Stars by a final score of 8-0. It was all All-Stars tonight. The Panners will lick their wounds and come back for Game 3 tomorrow night. 7 p.m. start tomorrow. Should be a nicer night, bigger crowd, and hopefully you all will join us on PannerVision if you can't make it out to the yard. Tomorrow night it is 7 p.m. Tune in, turn on, and pan out as Goldpanners and Pro-Am All-Stars play Game 3 of this 6-game set. Don't miss a second of the action. For Raleigh Johnson, Kari, and Bam Bam Burnley, I am Garo Von Dane saying so long from cloudy Growden Memorial.